Whitehouse Police Chief Craig Shelton said he is disheartened at the community's outrage on a story he feels was unfairly portrayed. The story centers around Melissa Bennett, a White House resident, and Officer Sean Johnson of the Whitehouse Police Department. Miss Bennett told a local TV station that she was accosted by Johnson about 9:45 while she was out on a morning walk. She said the officer had no reason to stop her and put her on the ground and handcuffed her for no reason. However, video released from the White House Police Department today shows things from the White House Police Department standpoint. Shelton said he hopes that the video will help clear the air.
As he was traveling south, he noticed a pickup truck parked on the edge of the roadway right near the wood line, and there was a white female walking pretty close to the pickup truck. So we'll go ahead and start the video. So he goes up and makes a turn. He just thought it looked kind of suspicious. She was walking on the wrong side of the road, which is technically a violation of the law. And so as he comes back, the truck's still here, and as he passes it, he looks in, he doesn't see anybody in it, so he makes contact with her. Actually, she makes the first.
How are you? You live here? You need to stop running because I got to talk to you. Come here. You really going to go to jail, or you want to stop and talk to me for a minute? County, she's running from me. Yeah, more direct to travel.
Sir, please.
Stop.
Sir, please.
Stop.
Please, sir. Bobby! Help me, Bobby! Sir!
Stop resisting.
Bobby, help me! There's a police officer on me on Quail Lane. Mad Jack, he's got me on the ground. Please help me, Bobby, come. Mad Jack, he's got me on the ground. Help me, Bobby, he's put me in handcuffs. Bobby! Bobby! Come, Bobby! Sir, why are you doing this? Jesus, help me, sir. Sir, please.
What is your name?
Melissa Bennett. Sir, please.
I got to stop down because.
Please.
Huh?
Sir, please. I was afraid. Stop, sir.
Where do you live?
I live on Bob White.
So what are you running from me for?
You're scared.
Huh?
You're scaring me. What did I do wrong?
Well, I was going to tell you was walking on the wrong side of the road.
He asked her if she lives here, and she's kind of like, so that got his suspicion up.
You need to stop running because I got to talk to you. Come here.
While he's trying to talk to her, she's continuously on the phone calling somebody. This truck turns into a residence, and she's claiming there was nobody around the reason she didn't stop, but there's someone right here.
You really going to go to jail, or you want to stop and talk to me for a minute?
He even notifies the dispatcher that the county she's running from me. He stayed in constant communication with the dispatch, so it wasn't like he was trying to hide anything. And you can hear her here saying, Bobby, the police are chasing me.
Sir, please.
Stop. Stop.
Please, sir.
He tells her twice to stop resisting, and she's trying to pull away. And the third time, stop resisting.
Bobby!
she wouldn't quit trying to pull away from him. Is the reason he puts her on the ground to handcuff her. So,
And at this point, your officer did not know who this woman was,
no, sir.
what she may or may not be wanted for,
No, sir.
or if she was committing some sort of a crime.
Exactly.
You don't know, but you have responded, I believe you told me, 78 calls since when?
Since February of last year.
In this one neighborhood.
78 calls, and I've got them all documented.
We've got drug calls, we've got burglary calls, we've got all kinds of crime in that
Assaults,
neighborhood.
DWIs with children in the car. It's all documented, and it's
And the neighbors, the community wanted you there to
we've had numerous complaints on this particular road here
What were you afraid of?
because of speeders and reckless driving. And Officer Johnson, he's not just a motorcycle cop, he's a patrolman, which means he answers calls and works everything a patrolman does, but on a bike when the weather's good. It's more efficient, it saves money because of the fuel cost, and he could just see a little more out there,
Right.
and the public knows who he is. We've had compliments, they appreciate seeing him out, appreciate him in the neighborhood, and like I said, if she would have just stopped when he asked her to, the only thing he asked her after she made contact and said, "What's up?" He said, "How are you? And do you live here?" And the statement she made when she said, and took off, that just spiked his curiosity, and he thinks, okay, she's up to something. She wouldn't be running from me.
Right.
After I told y'all why I did what I did, it was out of fear. And that's why I wasn't being belligerent. I don't have that type of personality.
I understand.
I was afraid, and it seems very surprising to me that I did what I did out of fear, and that there is no exception whatsoever. It's kind of surprising to me.
And keep in mind, because I didn't know everything until Corporal Johnson was explaining to your husband, but you ran a long ways.
I was afraid,
I mean, you
and
ran a long ways with him. I mean, he's clearly, you can tell he's the police. He's on a motorcycle that says police.
Yes, I know. I knew he was a police officer. I knew that he was. But because there was no one around me, I just keep saying like a broken record.
But there was houses all around
I know,
you.
but
and
no
you think
one.
it would be smart for a police officer in the middle of the day to try to abduct someone?
No, but
And you got to think, he's on a motorcycle. So
I
where's
know,
he going to
sir.
put you to haul you off?
I know, sir. But I bet if I looked into it, I bet it's happened before. And I bet if I got records or studied and researched into that, I bet it's happened before.
Oh,
I was just afraid.
I'm sure throughout the United States, I'm
Yes,
sure it
sir.
has. I've been doing this since 1997, and I don't know anyone who has ran from the police and had to go to the ground that got let go.
No, I'm sorry. I meant you were saying it was clear that he was a police officer. Yes, it was. And I said that I was afraid, and that's why I ran. And I said, I know it's probably very highly unlikely, but if I researched into it, I bet there have been some police officers, bad ones, not good
there has
ones,
been.
that have abducted people in
Yes,
daylight
ma'am.
hours.
I don't
And I
disagree
didn't
with-
want to be one of those people because I don't know him.
Her and her husband both were appreciative. You've got that on video also, correct?
Right.
Of them saying, hey, we appreciate you not doing it. We understand why this happened. And Kevin, I've known you a long time as well. You've looked at this video. The city's looked at this video. What do you think?
I think the officer was doing a good job by making contact with the citizens, and you would expect one of our officers to engage in friendly conversation with someone whenever he thinks that safety may be in danger by walking on the wrong side of the roadway with traffic to their back. And I think he did a very good job on that. I think he handled himself professionally. In my opinion, personal opinion, I think it's just maybe a bad judgment call on her part, whether she got freaked out or whatever and then took off running. And just fortunate that the officer or her didn't get hurt in the process of the bad judgment decision she made fully from the officer.
So you stand behind the police department and this officer in this instance.
Absolutely. I don't see where he could have handled things any other different in the situation.
Okay.